Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston-Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Pam. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
And today we have the pleasure of being joined in studio by representatives from the Kiwanis Club of Lewiston and Auburn. Don Malpass. How you doing, Don?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you. And Andy Choate. How are you, Andy?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent. Thanks for coming back as well. It's always great to see you guys. And when we do see you here on the podcast, that means it's almost time for the $100,000 hole-in-one contest.
That's correct.
Right?
That's
that is
right.
Coming up at Tabor's in Auburn. Qualifying begins in mere days, and the event itself is going to take place on June 20th. So we're going to get all the details from Don and Andy coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, June 10th.
Yesterday was Election Day, and some of the results have been confirmed. Democrat Graham Plattner will face Republican Susan Collins in November. Collins is seeking her 6th term in the U.S. Senate. Ranked choice will decide both parties' main gubernatorial candidates, the U.S. House Congressional District 2 Democrat nominee and the District 1 Republican nominee. Shanna Cox won the Democratic nomination for State Senate District 21. Kieran Majerus Collins will be the Democratic nominee for the State House District 95, and school budgets for Lewiston and Auburn were approved.
The Lewiston Water Division is proposing a rate increase of over 10% for residential and commercial customers. A residential customer using 2,200 cubic feet of water per quarter would pay an extra $9.50 per quarter. The city says it needs to increase annual revenue by $835,000 to meet annual needs. A public hearing will be held on July 7th at 7 p.m. at City Hall.
Maine Public reports that Central Maine Power customers will see some relief in electric costs this summer after state utility regulators approved new distribution rates. Households using an average of 550 kilowatt hours a month would save over $11 per month on their bills. The new prices go into effect on July 1st.
And new data from the Maine Department of Education shows that over 23% of Maine students are chronically absent, slightly above the national average of 20%. Chronic absenteeism is defined as missing at least 10% of school days throughout the year. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
Cloudy today with some evening rain. We'll have a high of 84 and a low of 55. Cloudy tomorrow with a high of 80 and a low of 64. Cloudy on Friday with highs in the mid-70s.
In sports, the Red Sox do what the Red Sox always do.
Lose.
They lose. The Sox lost to the Rays 4-3. They'll play again today at 1 p.m. in Tampa. Well, at least I won't have to stay up to watch it.
Are you guys Red Sox fans?
Yeah.
Didn't say that with much enthusiasm.
No.
I don't blame you. Maine basketball phenom and NBA Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flagg was named to Time Magazine's inaugural list of the 100 most influential people in sports.
Not bad for a 19-year-old.
Not too shabby.
Nope.
He's pretty impressive.
Edward Little High School junior Tommy LeBlanc cleared 15 feet to win the Maine Class A pole vaulting state championship. LeBlanc qualified for the New England High School Outdoor Track and Field Championships on Saturday in North Berwick.
In high school playoffs, preliminary rounds of baseball, Class B South, Yarmouth won over Poland 2-1.
And in boys lacrosse in Class A, Bonnie Eagle edged out Edward Little 8-7.
Ooh, close one.
Yep. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. We thought you guys were going to join us on that. That's sweeping. You're veterans now. You've been here before. We're expecting a little participation.
Okay. Next time.
How about this time? Let's do it again.
All right.
And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping. All right.
Right.
The Twin Cities.
Nice.
It's time for famous people birthdays. Don even said it with a smile. Let's take a look at FPBs for June the 10th, shall we?
Sure.
All right, we're going to start off with Elizabeth Hurley, who is 61 years old today. She's best known for playing Vanessa Kensington in the Austin Powers movies, and she also played the devil in Bedazzled in the year 2000. She was opposite, what's his face? Brendan Fraser.
What's his face?
Yeah, that guy.
What's he doing these days?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
either.
I was going to watch that movie, The Whale, the other day. Have you seen that?
I started watching it, but I think it was too depressing, so I shut it off.
Gotcha. You're like, I don't need this.
Exactly.
Kate Flannery is 62 years old today. You might know her as Meredith Palmer from The Office. She won a couple of Screen Actors Guild Awards for her work on that show. She also went on to guest star on Magnum P.I. and Young Sheldon, and she competed in the 28th season of Dancing with the Stars and placed 7th.
All right.
And rounding out FPBs for June the 10th is Gina Gershon, who is 64 years old today. She starred in a few movies like Cocktail, way back in 1988 with Tom Cruise. She was in Red Heat, Showgirls, Face Off, and The Insider.
All right.
And those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. Don, what do you think of my singing?
That was you?
Yeah.
And you admit it?
Every day.
He boasts about
Every
it.
day. You thought it was AI, didn't you?
Well, no,
You're like
sure.
it's either AI or David Lee Roth.
Oh, yeah.
19 years ago in 2007, the final episode of The Sopranos aired. The final scene ends with Tony going to a diner where he quietly observes several suspicious guys that we can only assume are hitmen. Then he puts Don't Stop Believin' on the jukebox, and the screen fades to black when Meadow rushes in.
I have never watched The Sopranos, Pam, and I know you have. I know that the last episode was pretty controversial as far as people's opinions of it.
Yes.
What did
it
you think?
ended, and I was like, what? What is that? What is that? Yeah, I guess they wanted you to just, it was like choose your own adventure ending,
gotcha.
really. Yeah, and I was very sad when I can't think of his name, the lead in The Sopranos.
Oh, is it Gandolfini?
Yes, when he passed, I was like, oh, because I thought they were going to make a movie or something at some point. Anyway,
I never watched, but I know a lot of people thought something went wrong with their TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was the first reaction that people said.
Like, what
they had
happened?
it cut
Wait.
out. Exactly. You know,
Grabbing
people
the
called
remote.
friends and just to check to see, did that really happen?
oh yes.
I like how the writers are like, we'll take you through all these seasons, but you guys figure out the end.
We're out.
Yeah. We've done enough.
21 years ago in 2005, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was released. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie fell in love while filming it when he was still married to Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, Brad, you
How'd that
dog.
work out for him? 32 years ago in 1994, Speed was released starring Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. Have you seen that one?
I have.
All right.
Yeah, that was good. And then for some reason, they made a sequel.
Yeah.
It's like, what are the odds?
I know.
What are the odds?
Why do they need to do that?
What is,
The odds are 100%.
Oh, yeah. 48 years ago in 1978, Affirmed won the Belmont Stakes and captured horse racing's Triple Crown. Only 13 horses have ever done it, and no horse had won the Triple Crown until American Pharoah finally did it in 2015. 51 years ago in 1975, the Eagles released their fourth album, One of These Nights, with Take It to the Limit, Lion Eyes, and the title track. You an Eagles fan?
No.
Me neither.
I could take them or leave them.
Yeah. How about 62 years ago in 1964, the Beatles released A Hard Day's Night with their hits Can't Buy Me Love, If I Fell, and A Hard Day's Night.
They're pretty good, the Beatles, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had some hits.
I think they got potential. Yeah.
83 years ago in 1943, the ballpoint pen was patented by Laszlo Biro of Budapest, Hungary.
Thank you, Laszlo.
Yeah.
Makes life a lot easier. I don't have to keep dipping this thing in ink.
And And 91 years ago in 1935, Alcoholics Anonymous was founded in Akron, Ohio by William G. Wilson and Dr. Robert Smith.
So it's been changing lives for nearly 100 years.
And there we go.
Amazing. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for June the 10th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Looking for a vehicle but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto Sales on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto Sales today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side. And now, we shift focus fully to our guests in studio, Don Malpass and Andy Choate, who are co-chairs of the Hole-in-One Committee for the Kiwanis Club of Lewiston and Auburn. Don, what can you tell us about the third annual $100,000 Hole-in-One contest?
Yeah, next Saturday, June 20th at 3 p.m., one lucky golfer could possibly walk away with $100,000 on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Lewiston-Auburn. What we do is we have some qualifyings. So qualifyings will take place this Saturday and Sunday, the 13th and 14th, from noon to 4. And then June 17th, 18th, and 19th, which is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, from 4 to 7. What the qualifying entails is we're doing a closest to the pin. The 10 closest to the pin then get one shot on that Saturday for $100,000.
If they get a hole-in-one.
If they get a hole-in-one.
Oh.
Wow.
So this
You
is our
never
third
know.
year. You never know. This is our third year doing it. In the previous 2 years, I think nerves got the best of most people when it came time.
Yeah.
We had some pretty good golfers.
Yeah.
Some in the qualifying, we got people that got closest to the pin, maybe 2 feet away or a couple feet away. So in order to get on our leaderboard, you need to be within, I think we said 35 feet of the hole. If you're within 35 feet, you get on the leaderboard. Then as more people qualify, you may drop or stay where you are,
Okay.
and you may drop off the leaderboard, which means you'd have to come back and try to requalify again.
Okay.
Last year, we were lucky that it was fun that we had a couple of friends that got on the leaderboard, and of course, I'm going to get closer to you, so here's another $20 to buy more golf balls.
Right. And this serves as a fundraiser for the Kiwanis Club.
Yeah, it's our major fundraiser, right, Andy?
And can you guys tell us what the Kiwanis Club is all about and how it benefits our community?
Sure. The Kiwanis Club in Lewiston and Auburn has been around since 1922.
Wow.
Kiwanis International has been around since 1915, and Kiwanis clubs are throughout the world, 80 or 100 different countries, as I recall, with 8,000 or 10,000 members worldwide. Kiwanis International, every Kiwanis club has one guiding principle, and that's to serve the children of the world, one child, one community at a time. And then it's up to each individual club to determine what that is. In our community, we have sponsored some youth organizations called service learning programs, which I also call it student leadership program, because they are in the schools. There are some clubs in elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. In the middle school, we have just got a new builders club in the middle school at St. Dom's. And we just sponsored a new Key Club at Edward Little High School to join our 4 other Key Clubs at Oxford Hills, Lisbon, Leavitt, and Lewiston High Schools. We're very proud of all the things that we're teaching our students to do once they get out into the world. As I say, that's teaching them service to others, as well as giving them leadership skills to take into their everyday lives and as they grow up. And so that's been our focus recently. We also like to partner with other nonprofits in our area to serve children in conjunction with them. That in one instance, we have put together early childhood education packets, if I remember correctly. I call them baby bags because this is information given out to brand new parents. Not only written information, but also a little rubber ducky that has a temperature sensor on it to make sure the bath water isn't too hot, and plugs for electrical outlets so that kids don't stick their whatevers into the electrical outlets and get hurt. And this past early winter, we put together 500 of those,
Wow.
which were distributed through Pediatric Associates of Lewiston. And so that's just one example of an impact that we're having in the lives of young children in our area.
Nice.
Thank you for sharing that, Andy. And as a member of this community, thank you for all the work that you and Don and everyone at the Kiwanis Club is doing for our community. And you can see why it's so important to raise funds for the Kiwanis Club, and that is why this contest exists. Now, I want to ask Pam, who is an avid golfer. Pam, have you ever made a hole-in-one or
No.
been close?
No, I mean, close, I guess, considering, yeah. But I participated a couple years ago in the hole-in-one contest, and I don't remember if I qualified, but I know I came close. I probably fell off the leaderboard. I don't remember. I know I didn't go back and try for the hole-in-one.
Well, this year.
Yes,
year.
I'll be back this year and hopefully qualify. And hey, who knows? You don't know until you try, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the rules for this event. So the qualifying round, players are 165 yards from the hole.
From the pin, correct.
From the pin.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then for the contest itself, it's 175.
Correct. For the $100,000, it's got to be a different measurement and a little bit further.
They can use their own clubs, but they must use your provided golf balls.
They must use our provided golf balls to play. And the cost of the golf balls, should you ask, is...
What's the cost of the golf balls?
So one shot, $1 is for one golf ball. If you give us $5, you'll get 6 golf balls. And then if you give us 10, you get a baker's dozen of 13 golf balls.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, if somebody comes and says, I heard you on the Lunch Bunch, we'll give you one free shot.
Ooh.
All right.
Look at that. I'll get an extra shot.
There you go.
Okay.
Does that count?
And also new this year, there's going to be a raffle every qualifying day. So anyone who comes out to try to qualify will get a raffle ticket for a free bucket of balls at Tabor's
nice.
driving range. If you get 6 balls, you will get 1 ticket, or up to 6 balls. If you get 7 to 12 golf balls, you will get 2 tickets. And if you get 13 or more balls, then you get 3 tickets.
All right.
Increase your chances
Yeah.
of winning at least 1 free bucket of balls at Tabor's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even more incentive
Yeah.
right there. That's awesome. I'm curious, over the past 2 years, what's the record for number of golf balls sold to one person?
Oh,
Did you guys
we
keep
really
track?
never kept track. But again, there was a couple of people that probably handed over a couple of $20 bills, only because somebody got it close, and
They-
it was like it was a kind of a little bit of a competition.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they had tried. I think that's probably $20, $30. I think is
All right.
our
People get competitive.
very, especially when it comes to golf and
Yeah.
closest to the pin
And $100,000.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's the closest anyone's ever come on the actual day of the contest?
Maybe 15 feet. I mean, it was towards it, and I think that was maybe one person. Because,
Yeah.
again, nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know, anytime. Plus, you have people standing around you.
Yeah.
And as a golfer on a par 3, which is, that's a nice, easy shot, the pressure gets to you.
Yeah. When there's money on the line and people watching.
And it's tough because, you'll get a good golfer who drubs it.
Yeah.
And it goes 10 feet.
Sorry,
it was a.
And you
it's an
just get
official.
that one shot.
You get it. It's one official golf swing.
Okay.
So if you swing to attempt to hit the ball, whether you miss it or it dribbles off the tee, it still counts.
Gotcha.
And we have to videotape from both angles, from the tee and from the green, for proof with the insurance company, because we get an insurance policy on this.
Yep.
$100,000.
Yeah. How many people are you expecting to attempt to qualify this year?
4,000? No.
That's our hope.
Based on previous contests?
No, based on previous, probably, I don't know, we had maybe around 100 attempt. It's tough. We get a lot of people that maybe come over for practice. Some of the people that, we've got some little kids that, once they get off the tee, wow, great shot. Yeah. But, because we do hand out free golf coupons as well to try to get people up to the tee and try to explain what we're doing. Because when you're at Tabor's Restaurant and Golf, we're going to be to the far left of where the regular driving range is.
Okay.
So that they can still drive golf balls while we do our thing on the left-hand side. We do have to keep out an eye for those golf balls that come that way, because that's happened before.
From people like me.
Yeah, well.
And Tabor's is just an awesome venue. It's like the perfect venue to have this event.
Yeah, and they have been so good to us over the past couple of years.
Dan's a good guy.
Dan loves doing this for us. Dan even tried to come up and qualify, and I think he was on the leaderboard. Yeah,
last year. Yes,
he's a golfer.
He did an attempt for $100,000. I wish I could, but as a member of the Kiwanis Club running it, I don't think it would go over good. So yeah,
That's right.
And for those who don't make the $100,000, we do have consolation prizes. We have various golf courses that have given us rounds of golf,
Nice.
like Hebron Pines, Fox Ridge, Summit Spring. Those couple others that have given us rounds of golf.
There's a lot of great golf courses in our area.
They really are.
Yeah.
And of course, you couldn't have this contest without the help of some generous sponsors. Would you like to give them a shout out?
Sure. We're very pleased to, Tabor's, of course, is our top flight sponsor, since they have gone over and above what I ever expected. We have a special gold sponsor of Uncle Andy's Digest,
I've heard of them.
which we very much appreciate. They put it in their digest for both May and June. Another gold sponsor is Pediatric Associates of Lewiston. Silver sponsor is Maine Family Federal Credit Union, and the bronze sponsor is Lisbon Community Federal Credit Union.
Nice.
Thank you to all those businesses for sponsoring this event. Guys, is there anything else about the $100,000 hole-in-one contest that you would like our listeners to know?
Well, there is more information to look at on our website, which is Lewiston-Auburn Kiwanis Club .org.
All right. And how about the Kiwanis Club itself? Would you like to share any more information about that, or how folks can become a member?
We meet the first and third Wednesdays of most months at 84 Court Restaurant right here conveniently located at 84 Court Street in Auburn. And so come by and see what we do there. We also would welcome you to come up to our hole-in-one contest and just chat.
Yeah.
Even though you don't want to swing a golf club and try, just talk to us and see what we're all about.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston-Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
As you know from your previous appearance on this show, we close it out with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where Pam and I are going to ask you questions that have nothing to do with the Kiwanis Club or the hole-in-one contest. You good with that?
Sure.
Andy he's getting psyched up for it right now. All right. So we'll start with Andy since he's so excited. Andy, if you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time?
Holy moly. I don't sleep enough as it is.
So you'd probably get more sleep?
Yes.
All right, we're going to need a more creative answer. Our listeners are going to demand it.
I would probably put in more time to develop the Kiwanis Club into what it can become.
Wow. Beat that, Don.
Oh, you're going to ask me the same question. Okay. Much to my wife's chagrin, I'd probably watch more TV.
What do you like to watch? Anything?
Sports.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much anything, but anything sports related, absolutely. So, yeah.
Hardcore sports fan.
Yeah, not very good at it, but doesn't mean I don't like to watch it. Looking forward to the World Cup coming up.
Yeah, anything to take your attention away from the Red Sox.
Absolutely, yeah. But we didn't have the Bruins didn't go very far, the Celtics didn't go very far, and then we ended up with the Red Sox. So,
All right, we'll start with Dawn on this one. If you could become any animal, what would it be, and why?
wow. I guess I wouldn't mind being a little doggy or a little puppy that gets treats and gets petted and gets to jump up on furniture and on people's laps and stuff. I think that's probably what I would be.
That would be my answer as well. I always say I want my dog's life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to be a dog, but I want to make sure I have an owner that spoils me.
Exactly. Yep. I don't want to be a pit bull. I want to be a cockapoo or something like that. So.
For me, I think, this is going to sound weird, a moose.
All right.
A moose is so chill.
Yeah.
They really are. They are so strong, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
People do respect moose. Like,
Especially in the road.
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, final question. Dawn, if you could attend any sporting event in history and have the best seats in the house, what would it be and why?
Oh, my goodness. Probably the Masters when Jack Nicholson came back and won it. That was probably mid-'80s, I think, or early '80s, late '70s. I remember my father was a huge golf fan, and I remember golfing us that morning and saying, "Oh, watch Jack, he's going to come back," and he did. And I think that probably, just the roars of that whole thing. I think Masters is on my bucket list.
Yep.
I don't know that I'll ever get that, but I think it would be the Masters for Jack Nicklaus.
You wouldn't want him going for the hole-in-one contest.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. One of the rules.
Play under
no
pressure.
professionals.
Okay.
No PGA card holders.
Oh, that's yeah.
Because they play under pressure and for money all the time. So that's kind of the whole,
Right. Yeah. But you have a lot of club pros around here that they wouldn't be able to because they are, if they had to hold a PGA card, they wouldn't be able to.
Right.
Yep.
All right, Andy.
well, we've been trashing the Red Sox.
We have.
So I would probably be the final game when the Red Sox finally broke the curse of the Babe.
Those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah, but in that series, when they played the Yankees and were coming back, and there was a ground ball to second base, I'm like, somehow that ground ball is going to get thrown in the dirt or something that that was our mindset.
Yep.
yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Someone's going to mess it up.
Yep.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck on a hugely successful contest, and may Mother Nature work in your favor as well.
This is true.
And thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.